Hey, Ray Lifers. I'm just getting up. It's about 9:15 in the morning. Um, it's garbage day. I meant to tell y'all about last week. Was it last week or the week after that? It was the week. It was the week before last week. Um, our neighbor, right? Well, it was garbage day, and we were, you know, it was midday, and I had already brought the garbage cans back to their where we keep them at, right? Because it was garbage day. We put out our garbage. The garbage people came, picked up the garbage, and cleared out our garbage cans. And I proceeded to go outside to check to see if that happened, because I didn't see that happen. But the garbage cans was clean. I think I actually did see them do it. I think I seen them do one, but whatever. That's not even the case. But I go outside because, like I said, after I was home that day, I was off that day, and I went out. I was off that day, and I went outside and grabbed our garbage cans. It just so happened, yeah, I was off that day because I was sitting by the door all day, just chilling, watching TV, looking outside and stuff like that. Right? And so that's how I knew the garbage was already cleared. So I put the garbage cans back where we keep them. We keep one on the side of the garage facing the cars so that Babe could come home and throw his trash away when he get home. And we keep the other one on the side of the house in front of the backyard gate so that when we have house, garbage in the house, we could just go out to the backyard, dump it in that one. But it's not in the backyard, it's outside of the backyard. It's just right in front of the gate because we don't use that gate. Right? So I put the cans back, right? Just so happened, I think Babe had came home. Yeah, Babe came home and he closed the door. Because I had the door open, the front door open all day. He closed the door. I meant to vlog what happened, but it just happened so fast that we were just stunned. Because I could have got my camera and vlogged it. But we was just so stunned, certain things happen. You don't even think about picking up a camera, right? So he came home for break or whatever. And it was a Tuesday. And he closed the door. I guess, just out of habit. And sometimes I close the door too when it's starting to get too warm in the house. I close the door and I crank the AC up, let it get cool in the house or whatever. Or like, when I'm just done with sitting and hanging out. If I'm going to my bedroom, I close the door too. So he he's done with his break. He's about to go back to work. And I'm in the living room. We both in the living room because I'm right behind him, saying goodbye, saying, giving him, a hug or whatever. And he opens up the door and there's a garbage can in the middle of our front lawn. A garbage can. Big old green garbage can in the middle of our lawn. And he goes out. I stay in the house. He goes out, he looks in it. He was like, whose is that? And I was like, that's not ours. I just brought in our trash cans. So he proceeded to just leave it and get in the car and go. And I'm looking like, y'all know me. Like, I'm inquisitive. I'm inquisitive. And I'm like, stand your ground type person. Because, first of all, that's not our garbage can. I don't know who it is. I really don't care who it is, but I knew for a fact, because, we have this natural human ability to just know shit. I have common sense, right? I have excellent common sense, right? My common sense is telling me it's the neighbors. It's our neighbors next door. Because I was outside all day. I had the door open all day. His garbage can was he had one garbage can outside face, you know, ready for pickup. And he had one garbage can in his driveway, and the one that was in the that was outside on the street for pickup wasn't there no more, but the other one was. And I was like, this is the neighbor's garbage can. Obviously, it looks like he pulled it in, but he saw something in it and he put it in the middle of the lawn, because that's exactly what happened. He saw fucking maggots, or the bottom of his garbage can was a bunch of maggots. And he took the fucking garbage can, instead of putting it in his own front lawn, in his own grass, he put it in our grass. As to, I don't know what was he trying to accomplish, because the garbage can was closed. It's not like the maggots, maybe he thought the maggots was going to crawl out, but they was going to crawl out into our lawn. But why would you want the maggots to crawl out into our lawn? Like, that shit ain't our responsibility. So I said all of this stuff just to let you guys know, whoever's watching, whoever's interested. Everybody probably knows this, who has common sense. If you have meat and it's not garbage day, if you got a meat package, meat, plastic, wrap, anything that came in contact with meat, anything that came in contact with meat, even the slightest piece of meat, you know, you don't throw that in the trash. If you're gonna, what you need to do is put it in a plastic bag. We have thousands of plastic bags. You put it in the plastic bag, you tie it up, and then you put it in another plastic bag, tie that bag up, and then you put it in another plastic bag and you throw it away. You either throw it in the trash can you throw it in the trash can outside. You never throw it in the trash can in the house. So I just want to let that be known. But it's a new day, guys. I look bad. I look bad. I look bad. So I got a grocery delivery today. It's coming in 5 minutes. I need to make the bed. And yeah, so today is Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday, August 13th, 2025, and I have work today. I gotta be at work at 1 o'clock. So right now I'm just gonna make some stir-fried chicken and vegetables, roast chicken and vegetables. Today is the day that I start my weight loss journey. I'm not vlogging it on my channel or anything. I'll just, you know, put it in here and there. But today is my day that I start that. And because I have to, my weight is going up. So I'm be transparent. My weight is getting too high, and it's affecting me in a way. It's a bug crawling on the fucking wall. Yeah, it's affecting me. I'm irritated by it, and plus, I could just tell that my body's changing. I don't really like that. Like, who the fuck want their body to change because they're gaining weight? But anyway, I know there's people that don't mind, but anyway, just here, that. Anyway, I'm about to make some chicken, so I'm just doing protein, fruits, vegetables, and popcorn, and tea, and water. I'm not doing any more sodas. I mean, you know, it should be pretty fast. I'm just doing a lifestyle thing. But I don't even get it. I know a lot of people are not interested in that. I'm doing a lifestyle thing. Is that fucking bug over there now? Or did it fucking fall? Let me see if this is it. Alright, that's not it. It was a bug just on this wall just now. But I don't see it no more. In my chair. Didn't see that shit. Gas out there. And there's somebody else parked there. I don't know what it is. There's somebody else parked right there. Oh wait, it's the lady with the groceries. Oh my gosh. Okay, here she is. I'm like, who is this? Okay guys, so I finished my chicken and veggies that I said I was gonna do. This is the chicken and veggies. I made a lot. I made a whole pack of chicken, a whole big old pack of chicken with some mixed vegetables. And some candles. I feel like a lot of. I really put this. I should have definitely put it with my chicken. Hey Ray Lifers, today is Saturday, August 17th, I believe. I'm not even sure. Let me check. Okay, so it's August 16th, 2025. And it's Saturday, and it's right now it's like it's 8:12 in the morning. 8:12 in the morning. I got off of work yesterday at 10 o'clock at night, and I did some shopping, grocery shopping. So I got home like 10:45, and I made some food, and then I put away the food, and then I got ready for bed. I stayed up a little bit and watched TV, but I was dozing off, like literally dozing off, and I never really do that, but I must have been really sleepy because I never really doze off before bedtime unless I'm in bed already. But to just be up watching TV right here and be dozing off is not really, it's not usual. I went to bed and then I have to work today, so I got some breakfast, and right now I'm just watching TV. I do think I'm gonna go back to sleep probably around 10 o'clock, maybe. But if not, I'll probably just stay up, because yesterday I was up. I got up at 9 and I stayed up all day, and that's probably why I was dozing off, because I was up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, I might go back to sleep. I don't know, but y'all, I've been trying to insist that we adopt another cat today. I've been insisting, not really so much insisting, I can't believe it. I've been talking to him about it, like, we need to get another cat, we need to get another cat, we need to get another cat. Actually, a kitten, really. I need to get a kitten. For the little one, I wanted to get 2, but I'm not sure if I want to get 2, because I don't know if I want to get 2 cats, but I'm thinking about getting 2. It depends. Like right now, it just depends on when I go to the shelter. When I go to the shelter and they their presentation It all depends on that, because it's like if I go there and they're like, oh, we have one kitten and this and that and this and that, and you gotta, you know, it ain't just like if you get 2 kittens, you gotta make a donation. I mean, I don't know. I'm willing to make a donation. Like, I'm willing to make a donation. Because it's important for me and the little one to have a cat. And I'm sure for Babe too, because I want to have a kitten for me, and him, and a kitten for my young one. And that's that. So me and him could take care of one, and my young one take care of the other one. But they both would be like raised by the little one, because we are always busy. So she's, you know, she'll be the one that raised them and take care of them and nurture them until they're like adults. So that's what I'm trying to do, y'all, for, you know, it's just as soon as possible. You know, I really want to do that. I really need to do that. And I'm trying to get him to take me seriously. Like, it's like every time I mention it, he's like, he brushes it off. And I'm just like, I am at a point where I'm just like, look, I'm serious. I'm going to go get these. I'm going to the adoption clinic, to the adoption agency. I'm going with you or without you. I'm just going to take a lift. I'm just going to take a lift if I have to. But I really don't want to pick up an animal and put it in a lift. Like, you know, what if I go to the adoption clinic? I'm supposed to go there. And if they give me a pet, you know, I don't want to put it in somebody's car. So that's why I'm like telling him, look, I mean, I would have been just did it on my own, but I wasn't going to do it before the vacation, because being that we went to Chicago, I didn't want to just get the kittens and then go to Chicago and leave them here for 4 days. So that's why I was like, when I come back from Chicago, I am 100% aiming to get these kittens. 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I am very adamant on getting these kittens. So that's what this is. What this clip is about me getting these kittens. Is ASAP. I need these kittens in my life. Like, there should be no home without a kitten or a cat. There should be no home without a kitten or a cat. I'm telling you, it's nothing. It's like, I don't know, guys. Like, it's very therapeutic to have a cat. They are very beautiful. So you guys, today's Saturday. My agenda is to get me a kitty cat. I want a kitten because I think I was like 12. Okay, and it was a traumatic experience, right? So my first cat I had at the age of, I believe I was 12 years old. That was my first cat. One day I made the decision. I don't know, I guess the kitten felt like my child, because I wanted my cat to go outside, right? And have fun, because I was a kid. So I know when I go outside, I'm having fun, playing. So I was in the house with the kitten, and I took the kitten and put it in the hallway in front of my door. Like, basically I was pretending like I was letting my baby go outside and play. So I put the kitten in front of my door in the apartment building and went in the house, and I was pretending like I was a mom, and I was letting my baby out. I let my kid go outside and play. But when I went to get my kitten, when I went to open the door to get my kitten, it was gone. It was gone. I mean, I had boogers falling out my nose, like you know how the snot just. I mean, I was in the hallway. I mean, I would not stop looking for the kitten. Like I went to every floor. I was running through that building up and down. I went to the roof. I went everywhere. I was everywhere. The maintenance guy, he saw me, and he was like, he said, I was crying and everything. My mother comes home. I think my mother was there. I don't know if it was my mom. Somebody came home. It was a neighbor. Somebody. I think either my neighbor. Somebody came. I don't know who it was. One of my people I knew came. And they were trying to console me. And the maintenance guy said, I waited until someone came, like an adult or somebody, to tell her I'd been knew the cat was gone, was dead, because somebody threw the cat down the incinerator. Yeah, he said he don't know who it was because he was in the compact room downstairs, and he said that he was, you know, cleaning the trash and collecting the trash from the incinerator, from the I don't know. It was called an incinerator, but it didn't have a fire. I think it might have had a fire. When I knew what happened to the cat, I finally calmed down. I was more devastated. I was crying and everything, but it was like I knew the cat was dead. So it's like when when you don't know, you frantic. You're still searching. Like you can't rest. But then once you do know, it's like, and finally you can stop. You can stop looking. You can. That part is over. Like the panic. Now I'm just grieving over the fact that my cat is gone and is dead. And that was very traumatic for me. I don't know if it changed me as a person. That was my first cat. My first kitten was killed. Was killed, I guess. But so after I got my own place, when I became a young adult and I got my own place, I got another cat. But how did I get this cat? It was just another stray cat. I found the cat off the street, and but the cat always was trying to get out the house, right? Because it's a stray cat. It was born and raised on the street. But I, for years, prevented it from going out. I was very careful not to, it was hard because I lived in an apartment building, and I lived in another apartment building, so it was like, it's easy to keep a cat in the house because all you gotta do is go out the door and leave and close the door behind you, right? So that's what I did, and it never got away. So one day it got away because it went out the window, but I lived on the first floor. So what it did was the screen was broken. So I had that cat for probably, I would say, like 3 years. About 3 years, maybe. And the window screen of my apartment, of my window, was coming off. It had a hole in it. So I guess through the 3 years of me having the cat, it finally realized, that if he kept digging through the hole, like putting his paw in the hole, I guess at some point he ripped it. He ripped the hole wider where he was able to get out. And he got out, and that was it. He was gone. Like, I never seen him no more. Went back on the street. I don't know why, but this girl was my close friend. She was a real close friend of mine. And she told me she had to get rid of this cat. She had a cat. I think she found it. It was a stray cat. She found a stray cat. And she tried to keep it, but her grandmother, she was living with her grandmother. Her grandmother was like, she couldn't, she was allergic to the cat. And I was like, I'll take the cat, she was like, yeah, I know you would get this cat. You would take care of this cat because you love cats and you always talk about your cats. And I'm like, yeah, and I just lost, and she knew I just lost my cat. My cat ran away. So she was like, but she named the cat, yeah, she named the cat bitch. I hated that name. It was a female cat. Yeah, she brought the cat to me from all the way from the Bronx. So I don't know why she didn't make me come get it, but she was like, I guess she did truly love the cat because she was like, I'll bring it to you. And she hated coming to Brooklyn and I hated going to the Bronx. So it was like, I'm still surprised she brought it to me. She brought the cat to me. And the cat loved her. Like, she said the cat was so friendly and loved her, right? So when she left, right? Bitch! Oh my gosh. Like, well, that cat was, okay, so she left. This is a crazy story. My close friend left, and bitch stayed with me, right? Their name was perfect for that cat. She was what she was called. And not only that, she didn't like me. I would try to give the cat love, hug it, rub it. Every time you touch that cat would go scratch this shit out you. Like, I would try any contact I made with that cat would try to scratch the shit out of me. I had deep wounds from that cat. And, you know, like, if you sit next to the cat would get up. The cat made it clear that she did not want to be there, right? Understandable. It was kind of like she was waiting for my close friend to come back, because she saw my close friend leave and left her there. And I guess she'd never trusted me, you know? And I was just like, damn. Bitch did the same exact thing that my cat did. I would say I had that cat less than a year. And I'm not even lying when I tell you this. I didn't try to give her the cat. She was just the type of cat that you know how is some cats. I mean, I guess this is why some people don't like cats, because this cat was the type of cat that you wasn't getting no affection from that cat. It probably would have took years for that cat. It probably would have took years for her to finally realize that I was her owner, which I knew that was going to have to be the case. And I still loved the cat, you know, because I love cats. And it was a very pretty cat. It was black and white, and it was like all black with a white strip. The white strip came from the forehead all the way down to the back of her butt. So it was like she just had this white strip in the middle of her, and she was just all black. And then like her eyes were black, and she was just beautiful. And like some of her whiskers that came out her ears were white. So she was like this pretty black and white cat. And she was very cute. So she was petite, right? So she does the same thing my cat does, because, you know, because in where I lived in Brooklyn, like, well, when I was living in Brooklyn, like, I never really had air conditioners. I always had window fans. And I always opened the windows and let the air in, you know. And, you know, I fixed the screen and everything. But she got out through the screen. She busted a hole through the screen. It was probably like a little tiny hole. And throughout the whole night, she probably dug that hole bigger and bigger. And she got out. Right? She got outside. But the thing with B, I'm calling B, the thing with her is she didn't disappear. She stayed in my neighborhood. But when I would see her, she would run. I would actually say, bitch, come on. I would put my hand out. But being that she never liked me, she would never come to me. So I would just leave food outside for her to eat, thinking that, she'll eventually come. But she was pregnant. She got pregnant. And it was crazy. She got pregnant. And I saw her because I was feeding her outside. I was taking care of her while she was out running the streets. And I fed her. And like one time I seen her, this was because she never came to me when I fed her. I just would leave the food outside. But one time I saw her, she was pregnant, and I was like, oh, she pregnant. And then she had the babies already, and then she was pregnant again. So she kept getting pregnant. Like, she would have babies, get pregnant again, have babies. And I'm just like, I don't know what was going on with her. Like, I can't get her. Of course, after she had her babies, she definitely, like, it wasn't like I saw her every day. I didn't see her every day. I saw her like, I would say once a month, maybe. So, seriously, like, it was like she wasn't staying by my building. But I would see her every now and then. So when I was coming in from work, I might see her, or I was just out hanging out, and I would come in, I would see her like, oh, that's bitch. Okay, so that's B's story. Eventually, I always kept seeing her up until I moved, because I finally moved. She never disappeared. I always seen her. But she never would come to me. Like, she made it her business not to come to me no more. Well, she never did. She never accepted me. Basically, she never accepted me, right? I never had an animal do that. Like, that's crazy. But anyway, that was my first animal. Well, I didn't accept me. So, right, I'm living at the same place, so I'm seeing B every now and then, but I'm not really trying to get her no more, because she ain't trying to come to me, so I ain't stressing it, right? So my cousin is the one that was like, look, she had a cat, right? She had a cat, and what happened was her sister was moving to North Carolina. Her sister was like, I have this cat. Can you take it, please? Because I don't want to put it in the street. So she said, okay, I'll take it. She took the cat, my cousin, right? So she had a cat, and her sister had a cat. And I don't know why they didn't know this was going to happen. I guess they just was hoping that it didn't happen. But it was a male and a female. And they were doing a duel. And they got pregnant. They was pregnant. So my cousin, she's in a panic because, she didn't know the cat was pregnant. She just was raising the cats, thinking everything was all good for some reason. I don't know. This was going on. Well, I had nothing to do with this, right? I mean, I didn't know her sister was going. I knew her sister was going to North Carolina, but she never told me about the cat and this thing. But she just was like, yo, I got my sister cat and my cat, and they pregnant. I could tell she's pregnant. And I'm like, okay, so when you have the kittens, I'll take some. She was like, no, I'm going to keep the kittens, but you can have the cats, the boy and the girl. And I'm like, but that don't make sense, because they're going to get pregnant again. And she was like, well, she was just like, that's why I don't want them. And I was just like, well, you know what? We can separate them. Like, I'll take the male, and you keep your cat, I'll take your sister cat. And she was like, nah, but I don't like that cat. Like, you know, she was just like, basically, you know, unfortunately, my cousin was adamant on like, yo, listen, if you want to, if I need you to help me get in this situation, but I need you to take these 2 adult cats because I don't want them. Like, I just don't want them. I'm pretty sure the reason why was because both of them wasn't spayed. You know, they wasn't spayed. They was probably spraying up the house and all of that shit, right? And she was like, them 2 I don't want. If you don't take them, I'm putting their ass out. That's basically what she's saying. So I said, okay, I'll take them because, you know, I'm a cat lover, right? So, like, I'll take them. So, me being the cat lover that I am, and I was just like, I'll wing it out. Like, I'm going to just wing it out, right? So I was like, okay, I'll take the cats because I don't want them on the street. You know, I just couldn't see them on the street, you know. They was house cats, you know. You know, and I don't have a cat. So anyway, I take both of the couple, right? They a couple. The boy and the girl, I forgot their name, everything. I don't remember their name. Because I had them that short period of time. Because when I got those cats, right, they was a couple, so you know they was getting their groove on all the time. They was doing they do all the time. Finally, the girl gets pregnant. So I'm like, okay, she's pregnant. She had a small little box. So anyway, she took over the closet and her baby. So she had her babies and everything. That same time, so I was living my own life. I was living my personal life. In my personal life, I had to move immediately. I had to move. And I said, I gotta move. Take my cats. And there's a guy upstate, and he's like, they could live in my yard, because he was like, I'll take care of them. It's you know, it's the mom and dad and everything. And he was like, and the babies. He said, I'll let them live on my yard. So he was like, don't worry about them. I'm gonna take good care of them. They're gonna be I'm gonna make sure they're good. I'm gonna feed them and take care of them and everything. So that's why I said it was like a good decision, because I was like, it's kind of was like a blessing. It was like a blessing in disguise, because it was like I made this decision to take these cats about against all odds. You know, like I knew the cat was gonna get pregnant again, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. And at the same time, I was like, I need to move. I need an emergency move, so I need to break my lease. It was like, you pretty much was on a month anyway, because you didn't sign a lease this year. And I was like, yeah, I didn't. I don't remember the last time I signed a lease. I was just living here paying rent. She was like, yeah, so you good, you could leave. You just do 30-day notice. You know, how you do good, you receive. How you do good things, you receive good things. In your time of need, those cats was in need, and I was there for them. And when I was in need, I had family that was there for me. So it was like, you know. So that was my 2 cats. I moved back to Brooklyn. I'm moving back to Brooklyn. And I was like, I need a cat, because I was seeing mice in the house, right, where I moved back to Brooklyn. The apartment I moved into, I was seeing mice. I had suspicion there was mice there. I didn't see any mice. I just had suspicion there was mice there. So all the ladies and different people, y'all know, does anybody, actually, I didn't even ask. I wanted a cat. Oh, it's crazy, because I wanted a cat, and I was talking to somebody in the break room, like, And I was just like, you know, I want a cat. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get a cat. Cause I was like, cause there was an ASPCA that was in the same neighborhood where I work, and I was like, y'all ever been in that ASPCA? Cause I gotta get me a cat. And she was like, you need a cat? And I was like, yeah. She was like, this lady in the office, she's trying to give away her cat. I was like, really? She's like, yeah, cause she's moving. She got like 4 cats, and she needs to get rid of one of them. And I was like, I'll take it. And she was like, oh, so that. Long story short, I got that cat, and it wasn't a kitten. It was like a child. It was like past the kitten stage. And I had that cat for many years. But I wound up moving. And when I moved, I moved in with somebody. And a friend of mine was like, Arizona. So that's the story of my cats, guys. I don't know how long. I've been on here for 42 minutes. Okay, guys, that's the story of my cats. So my last cat I had in Maryland, and now it's time for me to get another cat. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck.